ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सगणललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you for today's Vedanta Sutra discussions. My God. Okay. I'm late because of lack of preparation. You know, this is the reason. For teachers, every day is the exam day, and you are all examiners, and I am a examinee. I am a student actually. So that's why all the time there is a fear of, it means conducting class nicely. That means we should not cheat them, na? So we should not say something which is not proper. So that's why you should prepare very nicely and present. So somehow, because of some reasons, I'm not able to prepare. So that's why I took some time to prepare. So, okay. And also it's very new subject, and it's not a regular subject to teach. You can just come and teach. It's not possible. Actually, any teacher, you should remember that you should not go to any class. Even you taught that subject 10 times, but at least some preparation is needed. At least one time you should refresh everything, whatever you want to present in a systematic way, and then only you go. So because human memory is not trustworthy, actually. You will forget very soon, actually. You might be having impressions that I know, but you don't know anything. Actually, this is a fact, actually. You don't know anything. And if you think that I know, then you are cheating yourself. So that's a proceed that you don't know anything, and prepare nicely and present everything in your mind, and then go and explain. It's like this. Yeah, we are getting the realizations, but knowledge you cannot keep everything. It's really very difficult. Okay, let us come to our discussion. Voice is audible? Is clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Clear.
So okay, then who will start actually? We will start explaining the first. So just I will take the little that means because I already told I will be asking, so then I should ask as per my word actually. So that I am doing. So first sutra. Yes. Oh, this is a sequence. Gauri Mataji first. Namraj Prabhu sent the list.
You told yesterday, Prabhu.
Yes. Yes, I told actually. I forgot, but yeah. Because she is a very new to Krishna consciousness. And if she is able to tell, that means the others also can easily tell.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam Mother, yes.
Yes. Introduction, Prabhuji. During the Dwapara.
No, don't go for introduction. Come to the directly First sutra, athado brahma jignasa. So you just explain the, so Vishaya Vakyam, Samshaya, after that Purva Paksha, and so and so.
First Adhikarana.
First Adhikarana. Take the first
Athato,
Adhikarana and explain.
This is also called Siddhanta Paksha Sutra. Atha Athato Brahma Jignasa. Okay, the sense of the sutra is that enquiry into Brahman. Enquiry into Brahman.
Okay.
So, Atha means therefore. From the Tattvavit, what we are hearing after, therefore.
If you want to explain any Adhikarana, first you have to. So, Adhikarana is having the 5 limbs. So, that first limb is Vishaya, Samshaya, Purva Paksha, Siddhanta Paksha. Vishaya first you should say.
Vishaya, okay. Vishaya. By the mere, from the Tattvavit, we are hearing after, therefore, one should inquire Brahman. That is the Vishaya.
Vishaya Vakyam is what?
Vishaya, Athato Brahma Jignasa.
Sorry, actually. So, needs
by the
Vishaya Vakyam, I'm asking. So, Sutra is coming later, na? Actually, Mataji. Okay. Sutra comes later, Mataji. Actually, Sutra is a Siddhanta Paksha, actually. Because you only told this is a Siddhanta Paksha Sutra, Athato Brahma Jignasa. Then it will come at the time of Siddhanta Paksha only. But the whole story, why it is started, actually, this Adhikarana. So, what is the Vishaya Vakyam? That means, so we are studying the Upanishads. So, while studying the Upanishads, so then you will be getting the, so some kind of student will be getting the doubt. To clarify his doubts, so we have to, so we make the sutra. So what, where is where the student is there, what he is studying, and what kind of problem he got. You should explain that.
Student studied Vedas, Prabhuji. So then he enters family life.
Actually,
then
sorry,
he performed some fruitive activities.
Vishaya Vakyam. What is the Vishaya Vakyam? Okay, you wait. I will take another devotee and let them explain. Now, at least you are started thinking. Your brain started functioning. Okay, good. So now you will be catching actually. Who will tell them next? So Sudarshan, Nimaya Prabhu.
Vishaya is Brahman should be inquired. And when, according to Chandogya Upanishad and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, here is mentioned that Bhuma or Atma or Brahman should be inquired. And that is the Vishaya.
Vishaya Vakyam is what? Yovai Bhuma.
Yes.
Yes.
Yovai Bhuma and Atma Vare. And here Vishaya is Brahman should be inquired.
So that means student is studying Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad. Yovai Bhuma tat sukham nanyat sukham aste bhumaiva sukham bhumatvaiva vijignasitavya. So that the one which is big one. So that is it's full of bliss. Nanyat, not the different one. And one should inquire about that big one. So like that he studied. What is that big one? Why we have to inquire about that? That kind of doubt he will get. Once again, Atma Vare, Drashtavyaha, Srotavyaha, Mantavyaha, Nididhyasitavyo Maitreyi. So when the student is studying this Chandogya Upanishad statement, then also he'll be getting the, I should inquire about Atma. That means Nididhyasitavyaha means, what meaning you should take? Jignasitavyaha. Nididhyasanam means here, you took the meaning of Jignasitavyaha. That is a Nididhyasanam is having the various meanings. One of the meaning of that is, so Jignasa, that means inquiry. So in this statement also, Atma has to be inquired. Then by hearing these two statements, student, what he has to inquire? What I should inquire? Atma, what is this Atma? What is Bhuma? And so student means student can be an opponent also, because he is not having full understanding. Then he can be having some refuting thoughts. Why Atma has to be inquired? Why Bhuma has to be inquired? So he's getting the doubt that no, I know all the dharma. I know all the, so dharma means rituals explained in the karma kanda. Dharma means karma. So he is a karmi student and he is knowing the karma. And then based upon that, he is thinking that I know the full of the dharma or karma. That means I am doing my activities very nicely. I am producing grains, or otherwise as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. That means I am performing my duties and I am so happily living here. What is the need of inquiring about this Atma or Bhuma? So is it really need? Like that, he get the doubt. Then after that, Purupakshi is coming and saying that. That means he himself can be Purupakshi and he thinking that further. Hey, so definitely there is no need to inquire about the Atma or Bhuma, anything. Whatever that means, the result of karma. Apama somamruta abhuma akshayam havai chaturmasya yajinaha. So that means this statement is coming and is, what is the meaning of this? So that means the result of the karma is
temporary.
Yeah, that means chaturmasa yaga, these are all the karma. So it is unperishable, it is apam amrutam, that means it is forever. So like this, he heard some statements in the karma kanda section of the Vedas. And from this, he is understanding that, yes, there is no need to specially inquiring about Atma or the Brahman, Atma or the Bhuma. Whatever these Upanishads are saying, enough, whatever I know, that's a result of karma itself is permanent. Let me so be satisfied with the karma. Okay, like this, Purupakshi is thinking. Then Uttarapakshi is coming. That is a Vedavyas. So Vedavyas is helping us to understand those Upanishad statements. Hey, their Atma or Bhuma. So whatever you are thinking, so that means Upanishad is saying to inquire about Atma or Bhuma. Yes, you have to inquire. So don't think that the result of karma itself is the permanent and that is sufficient and there is no need to inquire any further thing. So that's why he said, Athato Brahma Jignasa. So what this sutra is conveying then? Atha means after association of the tattva with whoever knowing the tattva. After associating him, and also Ataha, that means therefore. What is therefore? Therefore means what? That means the result of the karma is temporary. And the Brahman, the pleasure from the Brahman is unlimited. Therefore, Brahma Jignasa, one has to inquire about Brahman. Like that Vyasdev said. It's a very simple story. What is the problem actually? Who will explain? You might be having the problem of that, oh, this Upanishads, Karma Kanda, what is this, what is that? I'll make a diagram then. Okay. My regular diagram will come here. जैसा भी थोड़ा सा भी सीख लो, लेकिन सही है सीख लो, क्योंकि अभी भी इतना दिन हो गया लेकिन अभी भी अंदर बैठा नहीं एक्चुअली दिमाग में. कहाँ डिफिकल्टी आ रहा है एक्चुअली? आई वांट टू नो व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम.
Prabhuji, I can explain. It's crystal clear.
You can explain, na?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you then. Actually, maybe some intellectual students, they might be thinking Prabhuji is taking so slowly and He's wasting my time. So please be merciful at others also. I request all intellectual students to be merciful towards the others and be patient and don't go away from the class. He's taking too much. Okay. So it's always helpful actually. So hearing again and again. That means Nityam Bhagavad say you might be hearing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra again and again. There is no bore, na? Same way. Yes, Ramchandra Prabhu.
Prabhu, like as you are asking, like where the things is going on, my understanding is like initially, like when we did Tat Sandarbha, you used to give your personal notes. If you can like make one or two adhikarana notes, like in like rather than reading in a book, because book is very confusing. Sometimes we look at the book, we go here, and the Sanskrit is somewhere else and translation somewhere else. So it's become little confusing to switch over. And by the time like we come over, and now I'm getting, but I'm saying like it will be for a new student or new person. If you can, as an example, 3 4 adhikarana, if you can put it in your notes and then explain that, and then people will follow that pattern along with that, then it will become easier going forward. That's my request.
Yes, Prabhu. Previously, I was having assistant in Tattva Sandarbha, so he was helping a lot. I used to tell and he'll, but I lost last student. My student left me in
Nikita
between.
Mataji is volunteering, huh? Like she will do for you.
Actually, he was out of class. Actually, it's out of class we do, na. Actually, that
Prabhuji,
means
I've already made few slides. So because I started with Chatur Lakshmi from your first class, so I was listening from there. And then I've
yeah.
reached
So
Adhikarana 1. So I'll
definitely
share
we'll
with
take.
you the PPT.
It's really wonderful, mother. So send me, so I will verify it, and then any corrections are there, then I will make corrections, and then you present to everyone. It will be nice then. And I will
Prabhuji, I
ask.
intend to hand it over to you. Okay. All right.
Yeah. It's you already sent, huh?
No, Prabhuji, I was doing Adhikarana 1 because my office, I was dying. But I started from your first lecture. So I was listening to all your lectures and then I was summarizing all that in different slides.
Yes, mother. Yeah. Fine. So okay. Yeah,
And also,
Namrita
like,
Prabhu is also working very
and
good.
also, Prabhu, like, when you use the board, like where you write it, like I know, like
I am bringing my board.
yeah, even in Bhagavad Gita class, when you were doing 7th and 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, with a board, it will become very easier to understand the chapter, because like we follow what you're
Yeah.
writing, and then we'll take those things.
Yes. Yes, Prabhu. I accept your point. So actually, see a physical class. So naturally, that means the best way of presenting this kind of deep philosophy is board actually. Even slides also, they are restricted actually. That means all the thoughts, that means sometimes because of the situation of the class, you may need to elaborate something more also, so that you may not plan in that PPT. So then that will become difficult. So that's why even if you see the big people nowadays also in IAS coaching centers, I'm seeing they are writing on the board. Even they are very intelligent students like IITians, they go for the most of the times for the UPSC preparations, and also all the in the academics also, like big coaching centers for IIT entrance, JEE exams. Everyone they are writing on the board only still. Even the whole, that means no slides. That is a psychology actually. To explain the deep points, board is the best actually. And spontaneously you should write it. Yeah. Anyway, we have here also my pad is there, so I can use that pad and help all of you to understand this. Where is it? Where is that pad? Try to understand here. What is said here? Initially, This is one student actually. Okay. So he is a karmi. I used to draw one diagram actually. This is, you all know, na, this. Some are knowing. This is the society, whole society is this. This circle is whole society. See, Vedānta Sutra, what Sutra, you are learning everything related to society only, na? And this is karmis. This section is karmi. And top section also is having, top layer is having 2. So these karmis can get the association of, that means sadhus. Karmis can get the association of the sadhus. That means sadhus are 2 types, Gnani sadhus, Bhakta sadhus. If karmi get the Gnani sadhu, then he'll be practicing, he'll be doing the karma arpanam. And karmi associated with the devotee sadhu, then also he'll be doing the karma arpanam. He'll be doing the karma arpanam. So here, this is Gnani, okay? Gnani association. JS means Gnani association. JS, Bhakta association. Initially, how this karmi? Initially, this karmi is knowing only Karma Kanda section of the Vedas. Karma Kanda section, what it says? That means from the society, everyone will be knowing the Karma Kanda very easily. Because Karma Kanda deals with our day-to-day fruitive activities. So even if you don't know Vedas also, you can know so much Karma Kanda. Like example, from the society itself we learn. So you are belonging to this Varna, so and do this activity. That means do this activity and get this result. So like this, so people know activity means karma. Do the karma, get the result, phalam. Material result this is. Which is visible or which is not visible also sometimes. Okay. So like this, karmi is doing every day a lot of karma and also getting the results. So this kind of people are there in the society. So now this karmi, one day let us take, if we came in contact with the so Gnanis, how they will be practicing? They will practice in the Gnana to reach the absolute truth. So this is absolute truth. They realize absolute truth in the form of Brahman. And these bhaktas also reach to the absolute truth in the path of bhakti. This is the path of bhakti. And this is the path of Gnana. So who are expert in this path, so those will be giving the association to this karmi. And then he will be karmi started offering his karma, results of karma. Instead of enjoying those, so he will be offering that to the Lord with the mood of renunciation. And this karmi offers the result of his karma. So in the association, if we get the association of bhaktas, bhakta association, then this karmi offers his results to the Lord with the love. Then gradually you will get the love for the Bhagavan. by the renunciation, he will be started getting the, that means with the renunciation, he is offering the results, then he will get the detachment. This is detachment. Detachment from the results of the karma. Okay, this story we don't want much. Main is this karmi is there, na? For this karmi, if you give Upanishad, this karmi maximum know what? Karma kanda. So if you see Vedas, Vedas are having the so Vedas can be classified many ways. That means Vedas are having the Samhita. Samhita means mantra, Brahmana, Aranyaka, and Upanishad. Or otherwise, Vedas are having it differently, you can say. Karma Kanda. Next, Upasana Kanda. Next, so sorry. Upasana, sorry. Upasana Kanda and Gnana Kanda. Like this, the Upanishads comes under this. Upanishad comes under this. Okay. So Karma Kanda, Karmi, he can learn from the society also about the what karma I should do in what way, and I will get the result. And also, like in the specific yajnas, if he wants to know, like Brahmana's case, if they want to do fruitive activities, they have to perform yajnas. And also Kshatriyas, they also perform yajna. So that means they will ask Brahmanas to perform yajna for themselves. So that's why these Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, they will be studying this some karma kanda. So Brahmana study more, Kshatriya study less, even Vaishya study very less. So that's a karma kanda. So they will be studying. So to this karmi, this Upanishads, they don't know karmis. They don't know Upanishads. They will be knowing only karma kanda. Okay. They are following the various activities, fruitive activities, and getting the results and enjoying. For example, for suppose, so Upanishad are given to him, to this karmi. Okay. Then what will happen? For suppose he is studying the Chandogya Upanishad. So Chandogya Upanishad sloka number is what? So Evai Yova Vai Yovai Bhuma. This Chandogya Upanishad. So number is what is that? 723:1. 723:1. So that means Yovai Bhuma. So what this is telling, if you to this karmi, if you give this Chandogya Upanishad, this verse, this Upanishad, if we come across this, how you will think? What this sutra is telling? The bigger one is full of bliss. One should inquire about that bigger one. Other one is not blissful. So like that, you are understanding, na? So like that, he is telling. So big, that's Upanishad is saying. One should inquire about the bigger one. Just I am seeing who are the participants. So this Upanishad is saying one should inquire about the bigger one. By this, and also to the same karmi you gave the one more. What is that? You gave the one more thing. Bodharana Upanishad. So Bodharana Upanishad 245. Okay. 245. What it is saying? It is telling that one should inquire about Atma. Okay. By to this karmi, if you give Upanishad, he will be getting so doubts. So from this, after studying these two statements, hey, I should inquire about Bhuma. I should inquire about so Atma. But karmi, what he knows? He read Karma Kanda. In this Karma Kanda, what is said? So what is said? The result of karma is permanent. So like that he read. So I am getting the permanent result. What is this? I am fully satisfied. This karmi is telling. Why I have to study? Why I have to inquire about Bhuma or Atma? So like that, this karmi can get out. Then that means to this karmi, Chandogya Upanishad and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, who will give? Who will give? Who will ask him to study? Gnani Sadhu. Here. Gnani Sadhu. So who is giving? Gnani Sadhu only, na? So then, yes. Then Vasudev is coming here to help us. Vasudev, what he is saying? He compiled a sutra. Athato Brahma Jignasa, he said. That means, बच्चा, that means कर्मी को बोल रहे हैं, ए बाबू, आप, you should not think that result of karma is permanent and not be satisfied with that. You should inquire Brahman. Ato Brahma Jignasa. After, therefore, one should inquire Brahman. Like that he said. That means Vasudev is coming and helping us. So to this, that means Karmi, when he studied in the association of the sadhus, that means he got the little association of the Gnani Sadhu, and that sadhu gave this Chandogya Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Then this Karmi was thinking, he is not fully now devoted, he became the Gnani. So he is just initial. So then he will get the doubt, why I have to inquire about Bhuma or Atman. So then to clarify that, so we have this sutra in the Vedanta. Athato Brahma Jignasa. This is clear? Is clear? और ये
Yes.
भी क्लियर नहीं तो हम कुछ नहीं कर पाऊंगे. तो मैं अभी
Prabhuji, please share the screen again. We will take a screenshot for this.
yes,
See,
yes.
for me, Devanagari is 0. So whatever you said, half grasped, half not.
अच्छा अच्छा.
You would have written in English at least. Okay. Anyway.
But this I am pronouncing, you are able to understand, Prabhu. Karma Kanda,
Yeah. So in that way, I took notes. Yes, Prabhu.
Gnana, and also I'm Athato Brahma Jignasa, this Karma Arpanam.
Yeah.
Gnana Sadhus Association, Bhakta Sadhus, this Gnana Marga, absolute truth, Bhakti. Okay. So then what happened? So Vasudev came to us to help to understand this Vishayavakyam. Vishayavakyam means there is a need. There is a need to understand so properly. That means need the help of sutra. So that's why this is Vishayavakyam. If I ask for the first adhikarana, what is Vishayavakyam? You should say these two, Chandogya Upanishad and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad statements. If I ask what is Samsaya, Karmi is having the doubt. I am knower of all the dharmas. For me also, that means I know everything. That means Karmi knows karma. I know all the karma. Still I need to inquire something. That means still I need to know the something. Inquiring means knowing something else. Still I need to know something else. Then Karmi thinks that only Karma Kanda is the ultimate. Is everything. Then, so also he is becoming Purva Pakshi here, getting doubt, and after that he is satisfying himself. That means his opinion by quoting statement from the Karma Kanda section. The result of karma is permanent, like that. You heard from there. So that's why karmi is satisfied with his opinion. So he doesn't want to inquire about the Brahman. So if we ask him to study this, Chandogya and Brihadaniki, he will say that, why I need? I don't need. I am enough. I am done with this. Then we are saying, no. So you have to inquire, yes, other than the karma about. Karma is interested in karma only. He will be inquiring more and more karma. If I do this, I will get that. We will be planning, sitting and so if I go to next company, then I'll get 2 lakhs hike. Then after that, so I will be starting some small scale business. Then also I can increase more money. Then I can do the another. This karma is interested in this. So what is there? So why I have to inquire about Bhuma or the Atma? What is this? I am done. I know everything. Like that he thinks. Okay. Now Vyasdev is saying what? Yes. In these Upanishads, whatever the statements are said about Bhuma and Atma, that is nothing but the Brahman. So one has to inquire about the Brahman, and he is teaching to the karmis also by this sutra. What Vyasdev is teaching by this sutra to the karmis? Anantaram means a karmi, after getting the association of sadhu. That means karmi should get the association of the sadhus, either gnani or the bhakta. So prefer is bhakta. So after getting association of the sadhus, so one has to, that means after getting the association of the sadhus. Therefore means, so since the result of the karma is temporary and the swarupa of the Brahman is permanent. And it is blissful. So that's why, so you should inquire about Brahman. So that much as they were told by just by the word ataha. The result of karma, whatever karma is thinking, result of karma is permanent, but he said by the word ataha, it's the result of karma is not permanent. So when this karmi can understand, that means this kind of Brahma Jignasa he will get after association only. That's why atha means after karmi. If you live for like this, millions on life also, he will be doing karma kanda and enjoying the results only. Until unless sadhu is not entering in his life, sadhu is not giving association, he cannot turn. He cannot turn towards this absolute truth. He cannot come into this. He will be keep on enjoying only. He will not come either of this path. When he gets the association of the sadhu, then only he turns. Okay. Atha Brahma Jignasa. So when you are explaining this sutra, then you should explain. What you should explain? So that is already we have seen. So different kinds of that means first we have seen the definition, the explanation of this sutra, proper explanation of this sutra. So that is in the, after association of devotees and of these reasons, one should inquire the Brahman. The Brahman is Nitya Gnana Adi Gunakam Nitya Sukha Hetu. So and so many things we have seen. So then a lot of discussion we did. And then after that, finally also we refuted. We refuted the opinion of this karmis. Karmis are saying that the result of karma is is temporary. So, but the result of the karma is permanent. And but we proved the result of the karma is kamya karmanam heyata tritiye vakshite. So there are so many references. Nitya sukhadatvam cha tam pitastam yotu ye. That means we have to do two things. Brahman is full of blissful and karma, result of karma is temporary. All these two things you have to do. So that is also explained. Okay. Next, after this much is clear, I am not going into entire discussion, the total discussion what is said in this Adavata Brahma. You see, all the time what will happen? What should happen? Purvapakshi should be rejected. First of all, you should establish, that means what you want to say. What you want to say? You want to say that so Brahman has to be inquired because Brahman is full of bliss. So Brahman is full of bliss, that you should explain. And Brahman has to be inquired, that you have to explain. And next is what? Refutation of Purvapaksha also you should do. So if they are thinking the result of karma is permanent, then you should say result of karma is not permanent. Tad yadhekha karma chito lokha kshiyate evam eva amutra punya chito lokha kshiyate iti chandogya brahmaivatu gnanekam. So like this, there are the many discussion, that means things are there here. Tad vidhi pranipate and Brahman is full of bliss. Atato, that means you should explain this more. Ataha means after association, that you should explain. Ataha means the result of karma is temporary. And the Brahman is full of bliss. These two facts also you should. Brahman is also realized in the form of Bhagavan. So both are blissful only. So those things, a lot of grounds you should give. And finally, yes, Brahma Jignasa, one should do the inquire about this. This also will be studying. We studied actually. And also we have seen more elaboration. This Atha means after what? So after the association only we should take, not the other way. So that other way is also rejected, that is over. Then after seeing this much, what is the problem is coming? After hearing this much story, what will happen? Then, okay, yeah, Brahman has to be inquired, he will accept by hearing this much, this karmi. But still he is having the doubt. So karmi means he is not exactly karmi. Initially he is karmi, but now he is learning all these means what? He is coming in association of jnanis. And also he will keep on doing the karma arpanam. He keep on practices, hearing about the Brahman and the truth. That means now here actually he is in this circle, in this portion. Might be doing the work also and he is trying to understand. So like here in the Bhaktas case, if one come into the association of the Bhaktas, they will be doing the working for the Krishna and offering results to for the pleasure of Krishna and studying the Bhagavatam. But karmis, generally, those will be associating the jnanis and they will be studying the and trying to know about the Brahman. That will happen. So these Vedanta Sutras can be taken in this direction also, in this direction also. You can give the explanation to establish Brahman also, you can give this to establish Bhagavan. But ultimately we'll establish it is that means discussing, Vedanta Sutras are discussing Brahman and Bhagavan. That anyway we'll see. Now the point, I don't want to make more complex, but so now, when he further, that means associates and he may get doubt. So now he heard from here, from Upanishad, Bhuma and the Atma, and Vyasadeva is saying the Brahman. And also he knows Brahman word. After hearing this sutra, he is getting one more doubt. big doubt is getting. Brahman is having the Brahma word. Brahma Shabda is having the many meanings. So several meanings are there. What meaning I should take? And also he is referring this Chandogya and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. There he is seeing that Chandogya Upanishad, wherever this statement is there, that means Bhuma has to be inquired. So that context is referring to the what? That just before to that, the context, which context is going? That context is telling about the Jivatma. So from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad also Atma Vari. Atma means we know in general Jiva. So that means these two statements also giving the doubt to in him. And also from the dictionary we have Brahman word is having the various meanings. Brahman word is having the various meanings. So that's Brahman means Bruhat, that means big one. Brahman means, so Brahmaji who is Kamalasana, who is sitting in the, and Brahman means Jiva, and Brahma means what else? सो रहे हैं सब लोग,
Brahat, Brahat.
मुझे भी नींद आ रही. बृहत जाति, जाति.
Jati.
Yeah. So from the dictionary also we have various meanings. Then अभी माने अभी ये कर्मी स्टूडेंट हो गए ना ज्ञानी का. अभी ये स्टूडेंट होके क्या सोचते हैं कि अरे व्यासदेव तो पहले सूत्र में अच्छा बोले हैं. He told the one should inquire about the Brahman. तो लेकिन क्या actually Brahman means? So I am seeing from that Upanishad is now new student. In the Upanishad I am seeing in this context, wherever this first context 7.23, there I am seeing Bhuma and also Atma. So, and this context is going, before this context is about Jiva. So that means Bhuma, why don't I should take the Jiva? Why should not I take the Jivatma? Even the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad also saying that Atma means Jivatma. And also otherwise shall I take another meanings? So like that he has doubt. So to clarify all these doubts, one may get doubts, student may get doubts. To clarify this, what? We are going to start one more other adhikarana, Janmadhyadhikarana. Janmadhyadhikarana. Okay. So Janmadhyadhikarana, acha. Janmadhyadhikarana came to solve this kind of samasyas, problems. Brahman can have many meanings. So this adhikarana especially useful when what is the Vishaya Vakyam? That means for this adhikarana, that means this adhikarana is used to Vishaya Vakyam means what? That means this adhikarana is useful to understand what kind of text. Vishaya means object. Who is the object for this adhikarana? That means in this adhikarana, whatever we are going to understand, that is useful to so studying of. So what part of the Upanishad? That means this statement, Vishaya Vakyam is nothing but what? Is the object for this adhikarana. So that means you have conflict or you have to understand that portion. So that's why what is the adhikarana? What is the Vishaya for the Janmadhyadhikarana? The Vishaya for the Janmadhyadhikarana is the discussion between Bhrigu and his father. Bhrigu
Varnadev.
and father.
Varnadev.
क्या बोल रहे हैं father?
Varnadev. Yeah.
What father is telling? So Babu, you should inquire about. So Adihi, that means you should inquire about Bhagava, that means Brahman. He said this, and also he said some more, that he started saying like that to the So he started saying what father is telling. Father is telling to Varuna. Varuna. Varuna is sorry. Son is telling Bhrigu is the son. So father, teach me about Brahman. It is a story, It is a story in Upanishad. Confuse hona nahi hai idhar. What is Vishaya Vakyam for the Janmadhyadikaran we are seeing? I will connect everything. Okay. Then father told that. So beta, so my dear son, the one which is cause for creation, maintenance, and destruction of this universe is इधर काम रखेंगे is what? Is Brahman. Next, what he said? You should inquire about that. You should inquire about that. Like that, father told. When this Karmi, not Karmi, student. Karmi, you don't say Karmi now because he is getting training under us. That means he is studying the Vedas. He is not fully Karmi. So then student, when he came across this section, this, where it is, the discussion between Bhrigu and his father. This is in this total where it is?
Taittiriya Upanishad.
Taittiriya Upanishad. Second Valli. 2.
Third
No, 3.
Valli.
Third. Brahma, Anand. No, second Valli is Bhrigu Valli. 3, 1. Bhrigu is there means Bhrigu Valli, na? That is the point. 3, 1, 1. So that student, our student. So our student came here, and when he studied this line, this portion of the Upanishad, so he got doubt. Are Brahman? So I should inquire about the Brahman. My father, that means Bhrigu's father is telling to Bhrigu to inquire about the Brahman. Kya hai this Brahman? That means student, whoever in the, let us take, suppose that Vyasa compiled only Athato Brahma Jignasa. After that, he didn't compiled anything, any sutra. Then whoever is studying this sutra also, they will be getting doubt, na? What is this Brahman? So, yeah. And student will get, what is this Brahman? That's why, Vyasa compile, that means has to do something. And anyway, so that whatever he is going to do, that is useful to study this portion of the Upanishad also. Matching actually, don't know. So then when, that means student, that means Karmi, when he come in contact with the association of the Jnanis, he will start studying the Upanishads. So that's why that student, when he studied this Taittiriya Upanishad 3.1.1, he will also get doubt. So he'll get doubt that what is this Brahman here? This Brahman is Jiva, or what is doubt he's getting? Brahman is
Jiva or Ishvara.
Jiva or Ishvara. Like that, student is getting doubt. Ramcharan Prabhu, what?
Yeah, Prabhu, like, so here, like, the answer of Varun Dev to Bhragu, Bhragu is that from where everything comes. So here the student is basically assuming that this Brahman is Ishvara. When the doubt comes here, because Bhuma and Atma previously we were discussing that belong to Jiva. So now we say Brahman, everything is coming. So, and now we are saying like there is a doubt raising whether it's a Jiva or Ishvara. So is he already considering that Brahman is Ishvara? So that's why he's trying to do, or there is some other statements that he's considering in the Upanishad where Brahman is referred to Ishvara.
Prabhuji, student means he should follow the same thing. No, just he should assume. That means whenever student comes here, so this section of the Upanishad, student may get confusion. So it's not that every student should be, in every student case, it is only happening. Just I'm making a story. I'm making a story. So that it will be at least some, it can stick. It's not a process. The whole thing can happen. Just I'm taking a story type and I'm telling. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, na, Jayu Dharma, story type, like that.
Okay, sure.
So it's like a story. I'm making story, that's all. But what is the point? After studying the first sutra, also one will be getting doubt. What is Brahman? So that has to be clarified. So then that's why next adhikarana is coming. That is the main thing. What is that one? That is explained that Janmadhyasyata. So that sutra is there. But that sutra is useful to understand this section, Taittiriya Upanishad 3.1.1. That's why Taittiriya Upanishad 3.1.1 is becoming the Vishaya Vakyam. That means object. That sutra can be applied. Vishaya means, so the place of application where you can apply that sutra. In this, for this section, this Taittiriya Upanishad 3. That's why this is Vishaya Vakya. Getting? इतना तो आ रहा है ना? आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है अभी भी?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. आना चाहिए. चलिए. So then it's coming, no? Actually, that's why. Then it's Brahman is Jiva or Ishvara. That kind of student is getting by studying this section. So student is going into the wrong direction. That means he became opponent. He concluded that as that Brahman is Jiva only. Brahma is Jiva. Jiva only. What is he saying? He is quoting the same Taittiriya Upanishad. So he is saying that. So in the second Valli, that is Ananda Valli. In the second Valli, 251. He is reading that. What he is reading there?
Vijnanam Brahma Chet.
Vijnanam Brahma Chet Veda Tasmat Chet Na Pramadhyati. So the simple summary meaning is Brahman is Vijnanam. Vijnanam is Brahman. Brahman. And that is nothing but the Jiva. And one has to, and also in that section it is also said, one should inquire. One should know, or one should know about Dhyaya. That means one should, sorry, not inquire, one should Also, there Brahman is nothing but said as Jiva, and also one should study about that, or one should dhyaya, that means one should meditate on that. So by seeing this student who is coming across this Taittiriya, acha, whatever Bhrigu is also telling about, Bhrigu's father is telling about, to inquire about the Brahman, that Brahman is nothing but Jiva only, he is saying. But what Bhrigu said, the one which calls for the creation and maintenance, but that is not matching here in this 2.5.1. So, but he is assuming that Jiva's karma is cause for creation. If there is no karma on Jivas, can you assume is there any need of creating this material universe? No Jivatma is having karma. Then any dog, cat, rat, mat, are they possible? No. So that's a karma is the cause. So that's a Jivatma is only the cause. I am doing the good activities, that's why Sarga is needed, Sarga is created. So ultimately, I am the cause for everything. This approach is there or not in the society? So I am doing working hard, and that's why rains are coming, or things are happening. So that's why our power is important. These are all like this. Opponents, whatever we have in the present society, so those people thoughts only is the opponents. Opponent thoughts. So now, then what happened? Like that he misguided. Then
Prabhuji, those days itself, politics is very strong. Everybody putting their philosophy.
Yeah. There are very powerful arguments, actually. From Upanishads, they will bring.
Yeah.
So, this is the opponent. Then Siddhanta should come. Siddhanta is, what is Siddhanta? Siddhanta is, as they made sutra then, Janmadhyasya Ataha. He said the Janmadhyasya Yataha. He said this. That means the one from which, that means Vasudev said telling means this whole explanation, whatever you are seeing, this explanation is given by our Baldev Vidyabhushan. This Vasudev only told Atadu Brahma Jignasa, and then after Janmadhyasya. So that's why here Yataha is referring to who? Brahman. That means Brahman is the one which is cause for maintenance and creation. So that Brahman I am saying to inquire in the first sutra. So that is the opinion of Vasudev actually. So now this sutra is also helping us to resolve the conflict. Whether so Brahman is Jiva or the Ishvara. So that is how. So when you are applying this Janmadhyasya in this section, that means Father told the one which is cause for creation, maintenance, and destruction of this universe is Brahman, and you should inquire. Yeah. So that means Vasudev is also saying the one which is cause for maintenance and destruction, that is the Brahman. And here also is saying the Brahman. Father is also saying same thing. So, but the problem is student is getting the doubt. Okay, that can be the Jiva also, can cause for maintenance and destruction of this universe. So then we said, that means to refute this, what do we want to say? So we want to say, hey, whatever this Brahman is said as Jiva, sorry, here, Brahman is said as Jiva in this second valley. This is second valley, 251. Brahman is said as Jiva. So that is having the purpose. That means Siddhanti is also giving the further, that means explanation. That means not Vyasdev, but on behalf of Vyasdev, Baldev Devotion is saying. Here in this place, in this 2.51, Brahman is said as Jiva because what? Why? What is the reason? Brahman is said as Jiva because so there is a purpose is there, and also one also is asked that one should meditate on this Jiva. One should meditate on that. So that also is he said there in that context. That is the only purpose is if you know the like example, if you know sun, if someone didn't see the sun from the beginning, from the day one of his birth, so he didn't see the sun, he always in the dark room. If you want to show him sun, then what you will be doing? You'll be showing the sun rays, the sunlight falling in the window, and then you will ask him to so understand the existence of at least andaz. Andaz means in roughly about the sun. He may not directly see the sun, but he can at least estimate or at least some idea he can get on the sun. So that's why one has to, because we are not seeing Paramatma directly, but we can realize the Paramatma. We can realize the Atma, because Atma is you are only. That is with you. So like sunlight is with you, which is falling in the window. You may not able to come out and see the sun. Maybe someone took birth in jail and Kala Pani. So his whole life is in the jail only. Because maybe so he is a king's son and he should not go out. Then if he wants to know the sun, so he will be shown with the sunlight, and from there he can get sun. Similarly, we are also in the Kalapani jail. We are all so having that means not understanding. We don't have any understanding about Ishvara, but we can know ourselves, na Jivatma. That means that who is the proof? Sushupti. After Sushupti will be understanding. I am so happy, but I was not knowing anything. So we can guess Atma easily through the Sushupti, and through that Atma you can also guess Ishvara, because Atma is infinitely small, and if you multiply that million times, millions and millions of times, unlimited times, then that is become Ishvara. So that's why in this 251, whatever the Upanishad, in that Anandavalli it is said, Brahman is Jiva and one should meditate on that Jiva. Only to get this some understanding about Ishvara. So that's why we are telling to this student, confused student. That means after studying this 3.1.1, he was thinking that here Brahman is Jiva or the Ishvara. So then this confused student is clarified that, and also he was having the support that his own, that means speculation from the 251. There Brahman is directly said as Jiva, so I will take that. Then we are telling to him, oh, you are getting misunderstanding about the second Valli. This Brahman is not Jiva, but there is a purpose there. That's why Brahman is said, and to inquire about that. But reality is, Brahman is the one which is the cause for creation and maintenance and destruction. Okay. Oh, pray. I should eat 10 times otherwise I will be difficult लग रहा है थोड़ा सा आ गया
Prabhuji, actually it's beautiful, but only thing is why suddenly now what do you call Siddhanta Paksha didn't come, why Uttara Paksha is coming, or where the Shamshaya sometimes coming, Shamshaya not coming. So if you understand that structure, the Vidhi correctly, then we can relish it actually. See, the point is like Atato Brahma Jignasa. Once Vedavya said, then finally give the sutra of Janma Deshita. But unless Baladev Vidyabhushan gives the explanation to us,
Otherwise you cannot get that.
We cannot get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Vishayavakya, what is the significance of that Vishayavakya? And then from where we are getting the references, and the reference, how it derives the truth, how it establishes the truth.
Yeah.
From
That
the
sutras, what much the intended meaning is there in
problem
that
is
sutra?
the sutra, I can
Where
use
to
it for
apply
my
that sutra?
convenience.
What is Vishayavakyam? And what kind of samshaya student is getting? And how, and what kind of hetu student is going to give? Then how, that means this sutra, and is having this much explanation, it is refuting that. Everything, the whole story is made by the commentator only.
Interesting.
That's a whole thing he makes.
But nobody questioning Baladev Vidyabhushan, how you can make like this? Because nobody could defeat Baladev
They should,
Vidyabhushan.
if they want to refute Baladev Devotion, they should come up with their
Arguments.
points,
Okay.
their arguments. Let them come, because in that already we heard in that that means the introduction class. So he presented in front of all the Vaishnavas, Madhva, Ramanuja, everyone is there, and everyone accepted that anonymously. They accepted, yes, this is the authentic commentary, and then Gaudiyas got that is authenticated commentary actually.
Actually, somebody asked why we need to study this Vedanta Sutra. If you don't understand properly, when newcomer comes, when they ask these doubts, we don't understand what kind of questions they're asking. It could be
here main science, Prabhu, the Purva Pakshi. It's nothing but practical life you will be seeing them.
Yes.
Those are all there in our practical life.
Yeah,
Karma is, yes. So they are having the concept of the result of karma is only permanent. This is the ever prevailing truth. Everyone think that only, na? The result of karma is permanent. Why I have to know about the Bhagwan, this, that.
But the karmi not accepting the truth, no, so he is asambhavana, then viparita bhavana. This kind of categories are there. So when we study this thoroughly, we can preach nicely actually. What kind of doubts they have, how to put light for them. It's a very good subject, Prabhu, but need some focused study. Yeah. I like it.
Over the last 7 classes, now it's very clear.
Prabhu saying 12 years you have to study. In 7 classes, only alphabets we can learn. Thank you, Prabhu.
Prabhu. It takes a lot of time actually. It is having the very, very deep meanings. And also next, what is going to happen, So to go to next sutra, now I will tell that story little bit. I'm taking little more time. Because anyway, I started class late. So actually in the next sutra, there is a door is opening here. So Jiva, now in our present context, what is going on? So Brahman is Ishvara only, not the Jiva. That much we understood in this. Story is further continued. So Sutrepi Mokshepi Tayoho Dvaita Nirupanacha. So the difference between now that this discussion is turning into another direction. This is the Jiva and this is Ishvara. Okay. The difference is there or not? Here, that means here one more option is there, na? Are Papu, what you are saying? So that Jiva is nothing but Ishvara only, that's Brahman only. Why you are worrying so much? Like this, one more party may come. So they say that Brahman and Jiva have no difference. Then discussion finished. You're understanding point?
Yes.
Brahman and Jiva, no difference. Another party came and that said, why? That means, so that means one more student came who is with another knowledge. He's having another opinion. Because see, opponents can be many. That means there are 10 types of students are there. And one student came and he's saying that, till now what he heard? So here Brahman is Ishvara only, not the Jiva. But one more student is coming and telling that he is raising the question here. Hey, Brahman and Jiva, why can't it be both are one? Then discussion turns. Acha, now we have to establish difference between the Brahman and Jiva. And then to discuss that, so you should know first of all, what is Ishvara nicely. Then that's why sutra is coming. Shastra yonitvat adhikaranam. This adhikaranam.
Very question. I thought that Atma was explained in that Vakya Anvaya Adhikaranam.
Yes.
So the difference will be there, right?
In Vakya Anvaya Adhikarana, so Atma is established as the main meaning of Atma is Bhagavan. So that is established. Yeah, definitely there is explanation will be there. So here we are going to see that. So Shastra is discussing about the Ishvara. So we are main now problem is what? Brahman. Why can't this Jiva is non-different from the Brahman? And Shastra is telling about this only. So like this question is raised. Then we have to answer this, not this. And Shastra is telling about the Ishvara, and Shastra is telling about the difference between the Ishvara and the Jiva. Shastra is not telling about the non-difference between the Jiva and Ishvara. Purvapakshi, what he is saying? So Jiva and Ishvara are non-different. And that is the truth said by the Shastra. And that's why my opinion is true. And that's why here Brahman and Jiva are both all are one only. Like that, who is saying? Purvapakshi is saying. But what Siddhanti has to say? Shastra is telling about the Ishvara, and Shastra is telling about the difference between the Jiva and Ishvara. So topic raises there once again.
Hold
Okay.
on. 1 second, Prabhuji. We first, the Purvapakshi, we established, we clarified Bhuma, Atma refers to Brahman. And that
Yes.
Brahman, we clarified, refers to Bhagavan. So all three refers to Bhagavan.
Yeah,
Now,
that philosophy. Yeah.
that is done.
Okay. Yeah, carry
Now
on.
the intermediate Purvapakshi is coming and saying, now you have established that they're one. Now, how are you establishing they're non-different? Indifferent?
That means after by ending of this Janmadhyadikaranam, you establish that. So Ishvara, that means Brahman is the Ishvara you established. So now that means you rejected Jiva is not Brahman here. Okay. So then Purvapakshi is saying to start the new sutra, new adhikaranam, we need some ground, na? What is that ground? So who is the Purvapakshi? So they are raising, discussion happened till now. After hearing this much, so one more, not intermediate, one more will be coming. That means for each adhikarana, you are continuing that discussion, na? So then student is raising point that why can't you say this Jiva is also Brahman only? Why don't you accept? It's a new discussion, Mataji. It's a ground for the next adhikaranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Actually, what I understand is the complete sequence by taking one statement which says Atato Brahma Jigyasa. From there, we are getting connected to Janmadhyasya Yata, and we are further connecting it to Shastra Yonitvat as a third adhikarana.
Yeah.
And with each and every adhikarana, there is a Vishayavakya which is taken from the Upanishad and which wants to establish the aspect of what that particular statement means. And there the samshaya comes, whether it is Jiva or whether it is Brahman or the Ishvara. And there again, we make up another statement from the Upanishad where it says that no, this particular Brahman means Jiva only.
Yes.
And therefore, the Shastric reference from another context says that no, it cannot be applied to Jiva, even though the Jiva is only just like a doorway towards understanding the Supreme.
Yes.
So taking that point, further the doubt comes, why not Jiva and Brahman be the same?
Yes.
So another statement is put forward to say, to establish that no, the Jiva and Brahman cannot be the same, because Brahman qualities as the Ishvara is different from that of the Jiva's quality.
Both are
That's
different.
how we are coming from one after the other through the Shastric reference. Do I understand it correctly, Prabhu?
Yes, exactly.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Right understanding. Yes, Prabhu. Okay. I'll take leave.
Prabhuji, if you don't mind, could you repeat it? Because I was able to follow only up to what do you call, after Shamshaya, I got stuck.
Which one, Prabhu?
From Atata Brahma Jignasa, when it comes, then the Purvapakshi come into picture and they establish, but they are not complete in their understanding. So they take the Vishayavakya, right? Then when they take the Vishayavakya, they quote from the Upanishads. And again, Shamshaya comes. When the Shamshaya comes, which one we want to prove? Accordingly, we have to take the Sutras and then discuss again. To prove there the Brahman is a Jivatma, then accordingly take the Sutras and prove. Correct?
You are asking once again total story. My God. I think, Prabhu, you missed na previous classes.
One class I missed.
Acha, maybe not 2 classes. See. So, who will explain this? Whatever Prabhuji is asking, who will answer?
I suggest Prabhuji look at the recordings. It's very good.
Yeah. Prabhu, you should hear once again, actually, whatever today I said.
Okay.
Then, because a lot of connections needed still. So, lot of means some connections needed, Prabhu, actually, really, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, once again, if you hear.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
I pray to Lord to get all of you something. So, actually, yeah. If, please try to hear once again and try to catch, so that I can get some hope to next batch. So, yeah, you are all intelligent, and if you are not able to understand, it's my fault.
Prabhuji,
Also.
by the time Kirtida Mataji and Namaruchi Prabhu will prepare wonderful slides. So
Yeah, Prabhu.
yeah.
I really want their help. So,
Prabhuji,
Kirtida
well,
Mataji, you got na actually.
I got it, Prabhuji. Actually, I was making an Excel sheet. So I put the 5 basically limbs, and then I put Adhikarana 1, Adhikarana 2. So I will shortly, give me 2 days, I will share it with you all.
Yeah.
So we can make it at 1 slide or 2 slides.
Yeah, I
I'm
will
trying
give
to put all your points of, actually, when you're explaining the sutra, you said you need to expand and make it more clear. I feel that, the English text of Shrisha that you shared, I think it's pretty clear. If anyone reads that, it's really, like, if anyone reads those pages, it's really clear.
Yeah, that is also very clear. So initially you may not get that much clarity, but after hearing from me, it will become very easy actually. Even
Which
that
one?
book,
Vasu Mataji, which Vasu?
The book which Prabhuji shared, the English.
Okay.
Prabhu, please, Prabhu. So Purushottam Prabhu, can you read once and that and see that? Then you will get more clear idea.
Page number 26.
No, start from slide of PDF, slide 21, Prabhuji. Slide 21, there's a backstory, and then the way Prabhuji when Prabhuji explained in a story format, it
Adhikarana 1.
nicely.
The inquiry
so
into Brahman.
Vishaya Vakyam, and it's so beautifully it's been put.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. Ramchandra Prabhu, you're saying?
No, Prabhu, Ramakrishna Das here.
Yes, Prabhu, Ramakrishna Prabhu.
Prabhuji, just to make things a little more clearer, so that we are following normally such type of systems as you are tried to demonstrate, is usually in the modern ways of saying that they would put it like a fishbone diagram or a kind of a explanation by which different limbs are actually connected to it. So for us who are conditioned, so maybe probably this can actually help out. What I was trying to say is, like, first adhikaranam which says Atato Brahma Jigyasa, second one says Janmadiyasya Yatha, the third one says sūtra, what do you call, Shastra Yonitva.
Yonitva.
Yeah, like this, if we try to understand the interrelation between all these different adhikaranas put across for the one subject, which talks about the Brahman and Ishvara aspect of it. In that, there are different references of Upanishads, which has favorable statement towards Jiva,
Yes.
certain others which are favorable statement towards Brahman. And
Yes.
finally, the overview point of all of this is to understand the Supreme Brahman. And
Yes.
others are the subordinate aspect of it. So if we
Yes.
have some kind of a connectivity between one adhikarana, second and the third and fourth,
Yes.
up to maybe, I don't know how many number of adhikaranas will make this whole story into as one network. If
Yeah.
some understanding or suggestion is given, then I can also try to work out according to your directions and try to make some
Yeah.
assistance for you.
Yes, Prabhu. Because Vedanta Sutras are all they themselves are very systematic presentation. So each adhikarana and also all set of adhikaranas are known as one pada, and what this pada is conveying, and all that four padas together, that one adhyaya, what this adhyaya is conveying, everything is also there, Prabhu, like that. So it will be also very easily you can, if you learn Vedanta Sutras, then it will be very, very easily you can discuss about the Bhagavan of any feature very easily. Even we read already what Adhyaya is dealing about what.
Yeah, you
If you
guided us
remember all of you.
in the first the initial classes. You
Yeah.
already guided to distribute
Yes.
it like the 4 quadrants, and each quadrant talks about adhyaya. Then the
Yeah,
respective.
that means
sutras.
first Adhyaya is telling about the conclusion of all the Vedas is Brahman. Second Adhyaya is telling about the Sarva Shastra Avirodha. That means no scripture is contradiction to Brahman. Tritiya Adhyaya is telling about the Bhakti. That means Bhakti is a sadhana to get the Brahman. And fourth Adhyaya is telling about the Preeti. That means Prayojana. That means result.
In this, each of the 4 padas is what we are referring to, or the 4 vibhagas.
I mean four adhyayas, and
Yes.
each adhyaya is having 4 padas.
Yeah, in each adhyaya, how many adhikaranas are actually covered for this particular subject matter? Is there any such kind of a reference?
Such a classification,
That can actually help
Gaudiya
us to
Vaishnavas we
make
don't
the
have actually.
Yeah, if there is such an understanding, then it becomes more easier where we are covering and what is the focus to be put through. So
Yeah,
there is some
we
help
don't
in
have,
that.
Prabhu. We don't have that kind of book.
Okay.
At least for my knowledge. But others they have, Advaitins they have actually.
Okay.
That is not useful because they completely establish reverse thing.
Yes, I understand.
But as Ramakrishna Prabhu says, if you develop kind of flow chart where the flow goes,
Yeah.
then the mind can capture easily.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Prabhuji, I have a question. You know that Sandarbha Word document that you had shared. So I was just going through because I have the 6 Sandarbhas with me. So I was just referring to this because in Tattva Sandarbha, there's no reference to what we have done yet. So I wanted to start from the first book. But there is this mention of Sri Samvadani. What is this book?
Sarva Samvadini Mataji.
Sarva Samvadani.
It's a commentary on the Sandarbhas.
By
Jiva Goswami himself.
Oh, okay. All right.
And he's unfathomable personality. He puts a question, he answers it, and again puts another question, again puts another book. In that way, this personality is really doing. It is so amazing to have him as our Parama Acharya Prabhu.
The moment I understood, like he is a grand master playing chess against himself, he is making the coin move and then the argument, counter argument. Amazing how the mind's amazing.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you very much for kind and patient hearing. So at least if I'm able to
Prabhu, week
awaken
by
some
week, day
desire
by
to
day,
study,
it's
that is
becoming
the-
more interest, Prabhu. Actually, yes, yes, yes.
I will try. So next class, actually, if you have some time, there are the 6 Tatparya Lingas actually. So even the Vasu book also they mentioned that it's 6 Tatparya Lingas. If you people want, I can show that. So about that, you can prepare and come. Actually, today I was thinking to explain that, but I'm also getting now interest to teach. So questions are coming and enthusiasm. So we may take some extra classes also sometimes if I get some extra time.
Please, Prabhu.
So I will say in the Vasu book, page number, that means PDF page number 26. Upakramopasamharabhyaso apurvata phalam arthavada upapatti lingam tatparya niranaye. So this is the thing. You can search in internet 6 lingas, that means 6 lingas for the tatparya. 6 tatparya lingas. I will send the link otherwise. I will search and send the link. So you may just refer that. That means one reading you can give. I'm just giving the link actually. I already searched and I'm sharing that link in the group. So acha, our Gopi Jana Prabhu is not there in that group. I will be adding Prabhu now. So okay.
Prabhuji,
So-
but the challenge like me, who do not know the Sanskrit lipi, it's difficult to understand what.
Prabhu, yeah. This next time I'll try to write in diacritics. I have less. I can write also, but I have less
I
practice.
think Namarchi Prabhu also having same difficulty like me.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Yes, I will write in diacritics.
Yeah. Thank you.
You please, people, Prabhu, immediately ask, hey, Prabhu, come to the diacritics. Then I will change. Otherwise, I feel more convenient to write in.
We thought this subject can be taught only with, Devanagari. So we keep going.
Yeah, actually, Ramchandra Prabhu also is saving link. So I'm also just putting that link in our group after adding our Prabhuji. Okay, thank you very much, Prabhu. So Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhyocha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Bhaktirvrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.